You looked at her phone. You thought of each excuse she's made. You still feel like she's hiding things. The more you ask, the more she moves away, leaving you unsure. Men often try to find proof while she hides what's true. You lose calm, pride, and time on a lie you can't find. What if one question could cut through each excuse and mask a question that tests her and makes her face herself? Keep watching as I'll give you that very question. Once you know it, you'll not look blindly again. Before I tell the question that shows lies, I want to know who's here. Click subscribe, like this video, and tell me your city in a comment. I see everyone, and it shows how far this talk goes. Guys all over from all walks of life felt the same worry and know this. What I'll say can stop years of worry with one ask. When a guy thinks his girl is seeing someone else, he does one thing first. Look for proof. He looks at her phone when she's not there. He looks at her posts and late talks online. He goes to her job or shows up out of the blue hoping to see her doing it. And when he is most worried, he asks her the big ask. Are you seeing someone else? But here's the hard truth. You're in a game. She knows, well, if she is, she's ready to say no. She's made up stories. She's mixed. Lies with truth to seem real. When you ask too much or watch too closely, you're at your worst. She now owns the truth. She has all the answers, and you hunt for clues. That's why men get so caught up in it. They feel one more text, one more odd thing, one more check will show the secret, but they just get tired, worried, and sad. The truth stays hidden. It goes deeper under her calm face and good reasons. Know this, asking, are you seeing someone else is bad? Why? It just asks for a yes or no answer, and no one hiding a secret will say yes. You just get a no. And the more you push, the more she fights back making. You need her words. Even more. Here's what to do. Quit acting like a cop and think like a player. Don't just watch what she does. See where she slips up. Don't ask things she expects. Ask things that make her think like, not where were you, because she knows that's coming. Try, I feel like we're not as close. How do you feel about us? It's not about a gotcha moment. It's about seeing how she really feels because no one can lie with words, voice, and body all at once for long. If you keep checking her phone, asking the same things, or trying to trick her, know this, you're doing what she wants. And if you do, you lose yourself before you learn anything. That's why most guys don't find out the truth because they start off wrong. That proof won't help them out, but proof is rare if you get it. That makes you wonder what to do if facts and fights don't help. What will now things change a bit? If more proof just makes you doubt, what can help you see truth? It's not tons of facts you find. It's not a loud fight at night. It's just one simple thing. Now hear me out on this. It's not some game or mean trick. It's not to make her say wrong. It's being clear and sharp. A good, clear question goes deep past where her lies can hide. It goes to where her words meet her own heart. That's why it's strong. See, a liar plans out what to say she's set for. Where were you then? Or who were you with that night? She knows what she will say, but she can't plan how she feels when you ask her to be real. A real question wants more than facts. It makes you think, and thinking is when the act falls apart. Like, don't ask, are you seeing someone else that won't work? Ask, do you feel you're still keeping the promises we made? She can't just say yes or no to that. It's like a mirror. When she looks, she shows something. Maybe she waits. Maybe her voice gets tight. Maybe she tries too hard to seem happy. That's where the truth comes out. Not in what she says, but how she tries to stay calm. So, one good question works better than hours of asking. Asking makes her act. One question makes her think about herself, the link and the space between who she seems to be and who she is. But here's the trick to ask the right thing. You must be calm. Don't ask it mad, hoping she will fall apart. That just makes her guard go up. Ask it easy like you want to talk for real. That's where the strength is. It's not tricking. It's seen clear. So why is one ask worse to a liar than 10 hours of watch? What fights her tail but the right ask? It fights her own mind, and the mind always shows a bit, and this makes a new thing hard. If one ask can break the fake, then how does that work out? Why does it smash the act so big? Here's what guys don't know. Lying isn't just lies. It's tales. When a woman lies, she makes a story in her head. Way before you know, she says the lines. She knows just what to say where. You were with smooth grace. She makes up reasons so well that she starts to trust them. That's why when you ask her straight, you don't hear the real thing, you hear the act. But here's what's true about acts. They break easy. They work just on top. When you change the ask from things to worth, the whole thing starts to fall when you ask, are you glad of the life we have made as one? You don't pull on the small parts of her made-up story. You pull on who she is, and that's hard to fake with no pain. Think of it like such a lie. Can hide what you do, but not a fight inside. If what she does not match what she says, she thinks her body will show it off. You'll see it when she waits to talk in the small break in her sound, in how she won't look in your eyes. She might try too hard, saying, of course, I'm glad, too quick, too loud. Since quiet feels bad. That's the flaw in the act. This isn't to watch each blink or breath like a cop on TV. It's to see the gap between her words and how she seems words are planned. Tone isn't body acts, aren't feelings, that's where the lie falls down. Here's an easy trick. When you ask the thing, be quiet after. Don't fill the gap. Don't rush to talk more. Just let the quiet be. That's when the act is hard. That's when she must hold the weight of her own split truth, what she says and what she feels. And that's why the right ask is so hard. It's not a trick by you. It's a crash inside her two lives. She's held up. Her reasons and her shame all hit hard. And when they crash, something must come out. The real sign isn't what she says. It's how those pauses being too calm, a flash of annoyance, those show truth, trying to get out. So the best thing is to stop looking for her words and watch for the small signs. What should you look for when she starts to crack? Once you know what to look for, you'll always see it. Truth gets out in strange ways. Words can be fixed, stories practiced, but the body always tells when a woman feels guilty. Her body is working hard, no matter how calm she seems. That worry shows in small ways. You'll see it in her eyes, looking away fast, not looking at you long. You'll hear it in her voice, getting tight on some words or laughing too much. Sometimes it's how she talks. She waits too long to talk like she's fixing what to say, or she talks too fast to stop you seeing what's inside. Either way, it feels fake. This is more than just nerves. It's what it costs to live two lives. One life is how she wants to look good, caring, happy with things. The other is what she keeps hid. This split makes stress, and stress always shows. Think of it like glass that's broke. You don't need to hit it hard. What's inside makes it worse. The pause, the moving hands, the need to move around. These are small breaks in the face. The more stress she has, the more it shows up. Now here's where men get it wrong. They want to see the big thing, like in a film with crying and shouts. But that's not how life is. Life gives you small, slow leaks. How her smile fades from her eyes. How her voice falls when you talk of what's next. How she swaps topics. When you say being good advice, when you ask just right. Stop hearing just words said. Step back. See all of her face, her hands, her time, even how she breathes. You don't have to be a spy. See if things match up. Do her words fit how she feels? Do her sure words feel real? Or do they feel like they hide things? Truth hides there. Now the hard part. Once you see this, well, you can't not see. You'll see it all the time. That's strong, but sad, too. As when you see flaws, you can't act like they aren't there. But here's the thing. Your skill to find those flaws isn't just about her. It's about you as how you ask. And the feeling you bring can show the truth or Hide it more. Most guys, when they feel doubt, get mad. They start with anger, blame, and orders. Then what? She gets ready to fight back. Her mind doesn't hear what you say. It just tries to stay safe. Fight, run, or lie. She gets louder, colder, or lies better. And you leave thinking you tried hard, but you just made her lie more. That's the trick. When you let anger lead, you make a foe, not a chance. And a foe fights back. She'll grab every shield, dodge blame, or play sad. Now you're not near the truth. You're stuck in a fight. You will lose. Now change things up. Think. Don't rush into blame, but ask calmly. Don't shout. Don't get tight. Sit near her and talk like you just want to know, not fight. That calm helps. It drops her guard. If you don't attack, she won't know what to do. This isn't a trick. It's smart and shows you care. You don't beg. You don't scare. You pick pride over fights. That pick helps you. A car mask makes quiet in that. Quiet. The floors start to show. Here's how to do it. First, how you stand. Don't close up. Look her in the eye. Don't lean in too much. Second, how you sound strong but calm. No mean or sharp words. Third, what you say, don't say. Are you seeing someone else? Which feels like a plan. But ask about how you two are. Do you feel like we still fit? Like we said, it's not a trick, just a check. And most can't be real if they hide things. If you ask soft, you help her talk, you let her act, and the truth will slip out. Calm makes her make stuff up. Making stuff up shows the cracks. Know this, you don't want to win. You want to find truth. Truth needs no yell to show. It just needs the right air to live. But here's the key. Even with the best ask done, the best way more will come next. The words might stay strong, but in her heart, in her fields, a fight starts up. That fight has a name, and it's the biggest sign there is. When a woman hides a lie, the best sign is not her words. It's the space between her words and what her body shows. This space is a clash of feelings, and no liar hides at all. Here's why. To keep lying, she lives two lives, the one you see and her secret one. This split makes stress inside, and the body tells the truth. It shows the truth in small ways, in voice changes, in pauses. For example, she says, "I love you so much." But her arms are crossed, her body tight, and her eyes look away fast. Or she says, "You are my whole world," but her voice is tight, going up a bit higher. That's the clash. The words sound kind, but how she says them is not. You feel it inside, even if you try to ignore it. The trick is to not just hear what she says, but watch how it fits. Does her voice match what she's saying? Do her deeds fit her words? Does it feel real, or does she wait, or use words like before she speaks? These small things count. Truth comes out easy, but lies are hard to hide. This is great for you, because most guys miss this. They just hear the words they want, word-proof. But liars are good with words. It's what they do best. When you see feelings below the words, you win. Now, you see her try to hide, and to be sure, this is not being scared. It's being sharp. You don't look for tricks in each move. You look for things that keep not adding up what she shows and what slips out. One small, funny laugh isn't proof of lies, but odd talk again and again. That's a big sign. Think of off feelings like noise in a tune. You can't place it at first, but it sounds wrong once you hear it, you know? But here's the issue. When that noise shows up, most liars don't just tell the truth. They try harder with a mind trick blame. They'll turn it back on you. Blaming, fooling, even saying you're wrong to hide their own faults. When off feelings start to show, most liars don't just stand their court. They try to stay safe. And one old trick is blame. Instead of feeling bad inside, she turns it out and says, "You are the issue." You'll hear things like, "You seem far away," or "You're always so unsure." Some even push back harder. "You are bossy. You are why I feel trapped." Right? Then she's not just dodging, she's changing the tale so she can seem hurt. Why does this occur? Because saying you do it lessens her bad feelings. If she can think you're mean, uncaring, or false, then her own lie feels less bad. It makes sense now in the mind saying you do it is how you live. By giving her own faults to you, she makes enough mind fog to keep the lie going. And here's the trick. Many men buy it. You start to say you're good fighting, showing you're not bad. Now where we look shifts, not her truth being a question. Now you're in trouble. It's a neat trick. Your drive goes to show you're good while her bad stays hid. The fix is to know you can't stop fear from coming, but you can say no to. It's show. When she says you're cold, think, is this about me or how she feels when she gives too many mixed up details? Know that too much info means something. Truth is easy, lies are hard. Another way to push off blame is to get too upset. A small ask like, "Are we okay?" can cause a big fight. Mad words crying quick blames all to beat you down, so the real worry hides. But here's the key, too much defense is a bad sign. Good folks don't freak when asked if they are true. They talk easy. So how do you deal with blame? Push by being strong. Don't fight back the same way. Don't try to show you are good. Step back and see blame. Push for what it is, a sign of broken trust. She's not just pushing blame. She feels bad and it shows. But that gives us the hardest thing to do. If this trick is so hard, if she can change things and make you doubt what is real, how do you get past all the mess? How do you break through each wall and find the real truth after? All the tricks, all the doubt, all the fights, there's still one way to get through it all. And it does not mean fights or big demands. It is one question so easy it gets past every mask you made. That question is, are you still glad about the life we are making? See what this does not like. Are you seeing someone else that just gets a no? This question makes her face herself. It makes her think if what she does now fits with how you started trust. What you both think is right, and a future made is one. It's not about a love thing. It's about being true. Here is why it works. Feeling good about a life shared can't be faked. If she's true, the answer comes easy, quiet, steady, matching how she acts. But if she's lied to you, the question makes her fight inside. One side has the tale. She knows the good save, the reasons, the alibis. The other side knows what she did, the hurt she knows she made. Deep down, that inside fight is hard to mask. You'll see her pause. You'll feel her voice change. She may look away, she may rush to speak like she's ending things fast, or she may say too much, adding stuff to fill the quiet. These are not just quirks. They're the sound of two truths fighting inside. And here's what's great. You don't need her to say it. You don't need proof. The key isn't just words. It's when words match how she feels. This question drops the act and shows how she really is. But know this, it's not just to find her out. It tests you too. Can you stay calm, then ready to hear what's true? If you ask this, be ready for the answer. Even if it hurts, that's what it costs to be real, to find truth without begging, pushing, or losing you. So, next time you feel unsure, don't waste time looking for clues. Don't get lost in fights. Ask one clear, calm question and listen not just to what she says, but to how she feels. Deep down, when you hear that truth, you'll change for good. And that, my friend, is when you start to be free. You know it well. The long search for facts, the late-night phone looks, the hard talks, it brings no rest. It just keeps you stuck in doubt and need. That's why so many men fail to find what's real. They sink in proof search while their love gets better at lies. But you've also seen the other way. Just one ask said with calm, said with respect, can break through lies in a flash. Not because she talks, but because no act can last when worth and truth are shown. Are you still proud of our life together? That's not a trap, it's a test. And how she acts will show you all you need to see. The strength of this ask isn't just in finding her out, it's in fixing you. When you quit chasing and start being strong, you change all the rules. You aren't that sad guy asking for any truth. You're now the guy who wants things clear. You care more for truth than feeling good. You won't live not knowing. And here's what's great. When you know truth, you are good. You can fix things. If there's still good left, you can leave. If lies mess things up bad, you can get back your worth, time, and calm. Because doubt hurts more than pain. Pain gets better. Doubt eats away. So think on this. Don't spend years unsure. Ask what's up. Watch them close. Take what you see. That's how you get your life back. If this made sense, don't keep it in. Join this page for more real talk on love and why people lie. Click like. Tell us what you think or felt, and send this video to a guy who needs it more. We share truth less. Guys are stuck, not talking. Keep in mind, truth helps you, respect keeps you strong, and freedom starts when you ask for